Sports and gambling are once again in the spotlight in the wake of the Los Angeles Dodgers firing Ippei Mizuhara, the interpreter and close friend of newly acquired star player Shohei Ohtani. The abrupt dismissal of the 39-year-old Mizuhara came amid reports from the Los Angeles Times and ESPN regarding his alleged ties to an illegal bookmaker and debts well over $1 million. Mizuhara told ESPN on Tuesday night he gambled on international soccer, the NBA, the NFL and college football, but said he never bet on baseball, which is prohibited among team employees under MLB rules. He added Ohtani paid his gambling debts at his request. Mizuhara changed his story a day later, following a statement from Ohtani's lawyers saying the player was a victim of theft. In response, Mizuhara told ESPN that Ohtani had no knowledge of the gambling debts and had not transferred any money to bookmakers. Here is a glance at other betting scandals involving professional sports. In 1920, a Chicago grand jury indicted 8 members of the Chicago White Sox on charges of fixing the 1919 World Series, which became known as the Black Sox scandal. White Sox owner Charles Comiskey immediately suspended the 8 players, including shoeless Joe Jackson, and they were banned permanently a year later by newly appointed baseball commissioner Kennesaw Mountain Landis. Although a jury returned a not guilty verdict on all charges against the 8, their ban from baseball remains in place. In 1946, Hockey Hall of Famer Babe Pratt was suspended for gambling before being reinstated weeks later, with the NHL Board of Governors issuing a warning that any further instances of gambling would lead to a player's lifetime suspension. In 1948, Billy Taylor and Don Gallingo were issued lifetime bans from the NHL for betting on hockey games. In 1951, 35 active and former players were accused of fixing at least 86 games between 1947 and 1951. Among those implicated were 4 members of the Adolph Rupp-coached Kentucky Wildcats, accused of taking bribes from gamblers ahead of a night game against Loyola during the 1948-49 season. An NCAA investigation found several violations, which led to the cancellation of Kentucky's 1952-53 season. In 1980, 2 Italian soccer teams were relegated and 5 others penalized for their involvement in a match-fixing scandal that was dubbed Toto Nero. Most notably, Paolo Rossi was banned for 2 years for his involvement while playing for Perugia. In 1981, former Boston College basketball player Rick Goon and 4 others, including New York mobster Jimmy Burke, were convicted of conspiring to fix basketball games in the 1978-79 season. In 1985, Tulane suspended its basketball program in the wake of point shaving and other allegations. The school resumed basketball for the 1989-90 season.